over dinner we were talking about how right now, when you go overseas and you share your story, and a lot of what you do has been picked up as case study for developed country to emulate. Can you elaborate on that?
Yes, we have pioneered a model that has a huge potential to be replicated to any geographic location at will, to any demographics of people at a very low cost. Because you don't need a lot of investment to create an online university, right? So now we are developing a playbook. So it's kind of like an open source social technology, so that people can just like pick up the model, tailor fit it to their specific context, and implement a program, and that's how we scale up our mission.
Wow. Yeah. Explain more.
The work that we do is very difficult because there's very little like resources available. There's no templates for this. But we've worked so hard to create a model where people can just like franchise the model and bring it to their local community. And I think that's where the biggest impact of Virtualahan is.
So people can replicate it easy.
People can replicate it easily.
Why are you so generous about sharing it?
Because why not?
It takes a long time to make.
It takes a long time to make, but if this will help and transform more lives, more than what we're capable of, it's more than worth it.
So it's no longer just a Davao institution.
It's no longer just a Davao. It's no longer just a Philippines institution. It's no longer just for persons with disability.
Wow.
So we've piloted this, and we know that it works because we've done it to our recovering drug addicts community in Cebu. That program, like we piloted 30 recovering drug addicts, 60% employment rate within 3 months. Of them previously not being able to get a job because they couldn't secure that NBI clearance. Which is your security clearance to secure a job, but they were able to do it.
So what does it mean? They are now able to work from home.
Yes.
And get contracts from all over the world.
Exactly.
Doing what?
Doing those 4 things we're teaching them: data, tools, and automation. Now we have one scholar who's working as a marketing assistant, another scholar working in customer service. One scholar that we have creates beautiful digital arts, for example. And the program, after the first 3 months of its pilot, was picked up by the city jail. And now we're bringing the program inside the city jail. In fact, they just started yesterday. We're training 25 inmates inside the city jail with digital skills to do it. One partner institution that we have institutionalized the program as part of their drug rehabilitation process.
What is your observation of the people who are less privileged, in their attitude towards learning? Are they more hungry? Are they necessarily less intelligent? Because you have quite a high success rate.
Number one, they're very humble.
Right.
Their humility for learning and knowing that there is so much to learn, and just humbling themselves to be taught by these
So they
experts.
don't pretend to know.
No. Nobody pretends to know.
Right.
And from that humility comes out the whole curiosity of learning. And that's when we coach them to become independent learners, so that they continually become curious
so
and
they can
accelerate
do it
their
themselves.
career. Exactly. That's the whole idea. One measure of success that we have at Virtualan is like, if after the training you are unable to become an independent learner, then we failed.
That's a tall order.
Yes.
And what's your success rate?
7 out of 10 gets a job, earning 40 to 60% higher than the minimum wage.
Wow. And the other 3, would it be their own attitude that they don't
No,
want to
not
be
necessarily.
learned? Or,
The other three would be more on their competency.
right.
Yes, because these people, the type of lives they live and the level of education that they need, sometimes it takes longer than
Because
the 10
these are
weeks.
advanced skills as we discussed
Oh yes.
just now.
Oh yes.
So if you don't have fundamentals,
Mhm.
it's impossible to live.
Not necessarily. I'll give you an example. We have one scholar who has hemophilia, who didn't complete high school, only second year high school, and after the training, become a data analyst
Wow.
for our client who's based in Germany,
Wow.
and managed to grow his account from one person, just him, to like 6 person in less than 6 months.